morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we finally get to take a look at VMAX Climax, that set that we saw a trademark for a while ago, that I told you a couple of weeks ago is definitely coming. I told you it was not a rumour at this stage. I told you it was just a thing. Well, great news, ladies and gentlemen. Great news. It's here. We've got official confirmation. And life is good. And let's not bury the lead here, right? What we've got is a special set, which is going to be coming around on the 3rd of December. And it's bringing back character art cards. Now, character art cards actually came around in, well, for us, Cosmic Eclipse. And they haven't been seen since. There were others, but clearly the best of them was Excadrill. And we had regular Excadrill in the set. Then we also had the lovely Mitsuhiro full art. But the important thing wasn't necessarily that it was full art. The important thing is that it's got clay on the artwork. Well, ladies and gentlemen, character art cards are back. And there are 5 that have been revealed. But let's start off with the 4. And then we'll see the other one afterwards. Now, what is actually quite nice, they have gone and set up a website, and they have shown us which of the cards are actually where they're from, which I appreciate, but come on, we didn't need that, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't need that. So the one that everyone is probably going to go crazy for is Eevee. Interesting to note that Eevee is there, I believe, with Bill. So you've got, Eevee chilling with Bill. It's lovely. It's not a particularly good Eevee. It's the one from Evolving Skies, if anybody cares. It's lovely. It's fine. It's all right. Nobody's playing this because it's a particularly great card like that. It's the artwork that is going to make people absolutely over the top happy here. One that I very much love the artwork on is Fluffy with Elisa. And this one's really interesting to me because, of course, we've already had Fluffy. And we've already had pre-release Fluffy, and now we've got this. And what I do find extremely interesting here is that on the Japanese website, where they show you the card which is being reprinted as a character art, they are in fact showing you the pre-release artwork. So they're basically confirming that the pre-release artwork is actually going to be in the set. And this shouldn't really surprise anyone. Shiny Star V was a set that had a whole bunch of our pre-release artworks and brought them into the Japanese game, because Japan doesn't generally get our pre-release artworks, so you should expect a bunch more to be moving over. This is the Fluffy with Dynamotor, of course. Very good, very playable card. So this is actually a really playable one, but make no mistake about it, it's the artwork here that is phenomenal. We've then got N and Zekrom, and I rather suspect N and Zekrom will be a rather popular pair here. It is the Zekrom that honestly came around a little while ago and still hasn't actually seen, any real play whatsoever, which is, kind of interesting. Specifically, it's the Zekrom that came around in Vivid Voltage. And, free energy, 130, Pokemon does 60 to itself. It's fine, it's not particularly great, don't particularly get excited. It's all right. But again, it's the artwork here, yeah? These cards might be good, they might even end up being playable, especially the Fluffy, but nobody's getting excited about these for the cards. It's the artwork. And the one that's super weird, and I did have to double check this with Primal Lugia to make sure I wasn't being an idiot, but Gardevoir's coming in with Doctor, not Wally. And you would think, well, I know Wally was on the Gallade full art in Cosmic Eclipse, alright, but still, it seems really weird that just kind of random Doctor. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, Doctor and Gardevoir. Alright then. For anyone that's wondering, it is the Gardevoir that actually came around very recently indeed. It is the Gardevoir from Chilling Reign that lets you look at the top 2 cards of your deck and attach any basic energy to Pokemon in any way you like, putting the other cards into your hand. It's another one of those classic abilities that, were it not on a stage 2, it would be flat out redonkulous, over the top phenomenal, but it is on a stage 2, so whoopsie. And then, of course, we get the big one, and that is Pikachu VMAX with red. What is really interesting here is that we've got a character super rare. It's a different rarity. It's one we've not seen before. The four I've just shown you are character rares. They're the same rarity we saw before. This is character super rare. I have no idea what this means in terms of how rare the car is going to be and what the pull rates are going to be, but I do know people are going to love it. This is one worth getting a little bit excited about. It's the only one we've been shown, but I think you would be a little bit silly at this stage if you suggested that it was going to be the only one we got. Obviously, we are going to get more of them, and it is just a reprint of Pikachu VMAX. But come on, ladies and gentlemen. Look how wonderful and beautiful and awesome and amazing it is. It is just ridiculous. So that's kind of lovely. And that's what we've got confirmed so far. Those are the character cards we've got confirmed. But if we go and take a good look at the booster pack, which was obviously on the screen at the beginning of the video, we can see Marnie, we can see Ryan, we can see the trainer, Gloria I think her name is, from Sword and Shield 8. We can see Ace Roller, we can see the other trainer from Generation 8. We can see Blue. So my point is, you should expect all of those to come through. You should expect those characters at least. And I would imagine more will be coming, but we don't know. But you can assume that the ones on the front of the pack are confirmed. There are obviously a bunch of other Pokemon there. We'll get there in a second. Now, these are actually 550 yen packs, which is more than normal. And there are 11 cards in a pack, including one basic energy. But it is a high class, so it actually ends up looking a lot like our packs. But high class packs are different in Japan. And at this stage, I should probably mention there aren't going to be any shiny Pokemon here. We've seen in high-class packs before, like GX Ultra Shiny, like Shiny Star V, that actually we tended to get them. Shiny Pokemon came in these sets. If shiny Pokemon were coming in this set, we would know by now. I think that's fair to say. It would be weird if they did the reveal without it. So what that means is shiny Pokemon aren't going to be in this set. They've been replaced by character rares. And I like to think we can all agree on this. If you're telling me that we're getting rid of shiny Pokemon and bringing in these phenomenal artwork character rares, yes. 100% yes. I am absolutely loving it. Now, a few other cards were revealed, and some of them, they're not particularly exciting. Reprint of Level Ball, and reprint of Fog Crystal, reprint of Path to the Peak. None of these are particularly amazing. But one that is interesting here is Adventurer. Now, this is not actually a new card. This is a card which has previously only been available in the Inteleon VMAX and Gengar VMAX decks. It was a card which was exclusive to those decks. And it's actually a really good card, incidentally. Or Adventurer's Discovery, it's listed on Cerebi. And essentially, you search a deck for up to 3 Pokemon V, reveal them and put them into your hand. Especially since we've got Pokemon V like Crobat that can draw cards, this is actually a really cool card. And the fact that in Japan it was previously only available in those VMAX high-class decks was actually really awkward. So now bringing it into a proper set is definitely a good thing. I love this. And then we've got a bunch of VMAXs. Single Strike and Rapid Strike Urshifu. Ice Rider and Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. And then we've got your Duraludon and Rayquaza. And then you look again at Duraludon and Rayquaza, because these are different art. Now, what is really weird to me is that these are very similar artwork. It's like the same pose. But you'll notice that Rayquaza's facing the other way. And Rayquaza VMAX, it's the illustrated by Planeta Mochizuki, the regular version. And this version is as well. But it's clearly different artwork. And similarly, if we have a look at the Duraludon VMAX, it looks rather similar. And this one is, again, facing the other way. And again, it is Planeta Mochizuki that's done the artwork. And it's extremely similar. but it is actually alternate artwork. I'm not entirely sure why they've gone for these two Pokemon with alternate artwork that's so gosh darn similar, to the point where I did not spot it at first. Obviously I spotted it, I'm talking to you about it now, but I didn't spot it at first. I'm fairly sure the others are the same, but I cannot be the only one that thinks this is super weird. It is super weird, ladies and gentlemen. But hey ho, the most important thing is we are getting these character rares and character special rares or super rares, and man, I am excited about them. We've seen 4 of the character rares, I've shown you them in this video, but believe me when I tell you there are going to be more. I've shown you the front of the pack and some of the characters that are going to be featured, but they ain't going to be the only ones, ladies and gentlemen. I told you this was going to be an exciting set, and I feel absolutely vindicated. This looks like a very, very, very exciting set indeed. That's what I think, at least. I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.